I'm going to show you today how to make a Swiss Zopf. This is a kind of a challah bread. Everyone knows challah, or we call it also braided bread, but the Swiss Zopf is obviously much better than the challah or anything else that you have ever eaten. Okay, what goes in it? We have 1 kilogram of organic flour. We have 600 grams of organic milk. Then we have 1 tablespoon of yeast. You can take the quick rise yeast, easy. Then 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and 120 grams of butter. And the next step, I'm going to show you how to mix everything together. All right, let's get started kneading. I take the flour and I put it into my mixer here, just attach it nicely. And then I have 2 mixing utensils. One is really one that mixes very well, whereas the other one is the traditional kneading attachment. First, I take the easy one because I need to mix the dry ingredients, and I put it into my machine and lift it up. All right, then next, what do we put in? We put in the butter, because it's important that the flour and butter are mixing well. Then I put that in here slowly. You see, it's a little bit of noise, but that's just the way it is. Then what goes next in it is I actually take the sugar and I sprinkle that into the flour. Next goes the salt. And now I need to mix that for approximately 10-15 seconds, because it's important that these ingredients mix first before I put in the yeast. Okay, then I just wait for a second, and now I put in the yeast. So now I let that mix for probably 30 seconds or so, and I will be back with the next step. Okay, now as the dry ingredients are properly mixed, I'm gonna change the attachment here to the actual bread attachment. I lower the machine here, take that out, and replace it with the bread attachment. And so now the next step is to put milk in. And just to make sure, I take cold milk, because the cold milk will let the dough develop slowly. And slow development means more taste. That's a key principle in bread making. Okay, let's get going here. It will get a bit loud, but you will see what I'm doing. I just turn that on a bit faster, and then I put the milk in. And now this needs to knead for approximately 5 minutes or so. We just turn off the video right now, but we will be back. Okay, now let's take the dough out of the machine. One key thing is to not overdo it with the machine, because a machine is never as good as a human's hand. Right, I'm taking it out of the machine now, of this ball, and I will actually finish the kneading by using my hand. And this is something that you can do as well, because then you really feel the dough and you see when it's right. This is now great. Look at that nice little ball. Now what we do as next, we put it in a bowl like this. Just lower it in and then cover it. You can also use a kitchen towel. And this is now gonna rest for 4 hours, and then we will be back. Welcome back. It's now 4 hours later. Look at this baby here. Beautiful, beautiful. The dough has probably, tripled in size. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put it in half, divide it, and then I will create some strands, some long strands for the kneaded bread. And don't worry, this is just a little bit of, getting used to it. But what you now see is ultimately later on you can slow down the video and you can actually see how the thing is put together. Okay, now let's do that. Let's put it like this. All right, now we put it together. It's relatively simple. Just put it together like this. It's like a braid. Look at this beauty. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna put it on a baking sheet. So, and let it rise for another hour or so. We will be back.
Hello kids, so I am gonna finish the bread. Anyway, right now before we bake it we have to put 2 egg yolks, like paint the bread with 2 egg yolks and a little bit of salt. That's what it looks like, and this is how you do it. Not too much, I might have put a little bit too much, but try to, keep it very nice. And yeah, so let's finish this. And make sure that you don't miss a spot. That is very important. When it is finished baking, it looks very nice. Just a little bit more. I think this is enough. Yes, it is. And then when you're done, you're gonna bake it at 390 degrees Fahrenheit for 35 minutes. And then voila!
Here we go again. After 35 minutes, let's take out the beauty. All right, let's see. Oh my God, that looks so good. Look at this braided bread. Just make sure that you kind of release it from the cooking sheet, baking sheet. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just release it onto this cooling racket. Here we go. How does it look?
Amazing.
And the best part is going to be after 35 minutes, 45 minutes to cut it and eat it. That's what we're going to do next. Okay, we are back. Let's cut it. 2 pieces. I have Zoe here with me to try it out. We have 1 piece here. Then the best way to eat a braided bread is with butter. And don't cheap out on the butter. Enough butter and some jam. And then Zoe, you want to try it as well? This is so good. In next week's episode of Robert's Baking Secrets, I'm gonna make a sourdough bread. Just kidding.